We visit presidents, National Assembly members, and all of that.
And all that. No, it's something that we should be doing often, every day. Just as you wake up every day, you have your bath, you brush your teeth, keep your mouth clean, you eat. And if you can do things like that, the messages, peace, love, oneness, togetherness, let there be harmony. If we can preach this in every day and practice it, I think our problems will be solved. 90% of our problems will be solved. You preach and you practice. That's it. And I believe that our Muslim brothers, now that their Salah celebration has ended, let the love that they preached, let the gift or the spirit of giving in them not die till the next celebration. Just as we tell ourselves, also the Christians, it's only about that Christmas, few days, and everything drops or dies. Then we start talking about next December. No, let it be part of us on a daily basis. If we do that, I think our problem will not be that much. Even devil, if at all is there, if at all is a problem that we are having, you even get tired and say, these guys they are united. Let me just go and die.
Of course, it is in the action, not just mere expression.
You understand now?
Yes.
That's it. Good morning once again.
Thank you. It's good to see you.
Whenever you put on this cap, oh God. Good morning.
I don't want to say it the other way. Good morning. It's good to have you join Standpoint. Good morning and welcome.
Good morning, Mr. Moses Ben.
Sam would not stop. Amazing.
No, but frankly speaking, you know.
Okay, let me hear from you. So you guys are collaborating?
No, not exactly. Just that
Okay.
the cap is a new design somehow. It shows that anytime the cap is on, the day is going to be hot in terms of discussion. But that day we'll know that we're in for a very hot discussion. You know, so but it's okay. It's always good to once in a while you will rebrand.
Exactly right.
Yes. So we thank our wonderful listeners out there. It's always a pleasure to interact with them. I always look forward to it, and I know that they are enjoying what we're doing. We are doing our best to, to stand on the real point
Every day.
every day.
Interesting.
Absolutely. Yes. Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
All right, join the conversation on our YouTube and Facebook page. On Facebook, you can access us through Rapid Umar here, and then on YouTube at Rapid 96.5 FM. Put down your messages there, your comments and your opinion. We'll pick it one after the other. Before we bring in our guest very shortly, gentlemen, let us go back to Rivers State. Yesterday, we played the state broadcast by the governor yesterday, giving instruction to administrative heads of all local government areas to take over the position of the local government chairman, given the expiration of their 3 years tenure yesterday. But subsequently, still yesterday, a lot happened in Rivers State yesterday, where we saw through video clips and all of that, barricading of local government councils by youth and various groups yesterday chanting solidarity song in support of the state governor, Sim Fubara. But the Rivers State Police Command has taken over all the 23 council secretariats and some critical government infrastructure in the state. Following the local government crisis rocking Rivers State in the oil-rich South-South geopolitical zone of Nigeria, 2 security operatives have lost their lives in the line of duty. Of course, the police public relations officer in Rivers State, Nringe, confirmed this to newsmen. She said a policeman and a vigilante operative lost their lives in the crisis. Let us not forget that it was yesterday that the governor said your term in office has expired. Vacate the office and then allow the administrative heads to take over. Gentlemen, I even cited yesterday also when we were going through this issue. If we can remember when the Martin Amewule led House of Assembly was still going about carrying out functions and activities, one of the bills that the governor didn't sign, that they vetoed, they used their power as legislative arm of government to veto, was the local government council extension bill. And then these local government chairmen are acting on that since the Martin Amewule led House of Assembly had given go ahead but for extension, therefore they can stay in office pending when election will be conducted, still citing that the election has to be conducted before the expiration of the term of local government chairman. This is really a big problem. We got to know that, of course, they shoot there was gunshot yesterday in Rivers State as well, and all of those things. I hope this will result to where I don't know if one will still point at Nyesom Wike to still be responsible, because the point here is that the legislation on extension of local government chairman tenure is been there, as was passed by the Martin Amewule House of Assembly. This is a big problem. I don't know how it will end at the end of the day.
Yeah, but in this regard, let us remember that, just like you rightly said, the governor vetoed the bill. He refused to sign it. And at that point, one thing led to another, and then the Amewule gang, or whatever I should call them, were shown the way out. But beyond that, I don't think the outgone local government chairman did the right thing. Your tenure has expired. Why did they, even in the first instance, why did they have to go for extension of tenure? Is it necessary? You know the rules before you contested, and you know that you are supposed to stay there for about 2 or 3 years. And it has come and it has gone. You should have planned your exit. All of this is because of the weekend.
I didn't really like the drama yesterday. A particular man was trying to say that you cannot leave the office after expiration of your tenure.
It's quite
that
sad.
The Martin Amewule decision, extension of local government chairman tenure is still there.
And you're also aware that the court has distanced themselves from the Martin Amewule gang. So why don't you leave? For the sake of peace. Why would you want to throw the state into unnecessary chaos? I don't think that what they did is proper. They shouldn't have done that. And then, okay, look at it now. Now they are at the receiving end. Thank God for what Fubara did yesterday. He quickly summoned the security meeting. I think it was at the instance of that security meeting that they agreed to deploy policemen
to local government
councils. So he did well. He's in charge. And let's also learn a lesson here. Wike would have known by this that it's not invincible. Sometimes when you play this politics, you believe that you're a god. Sometimes people turn themselves to a god. And then you are, the almighty Wike that can do everything. It's not like that. You are just a mere human being. We all owe our strength and wisdom to God. So he should have, because what played out should have also taught him a lesson that after all, the people are not even with you. If they can go and dismantle your statue or whatever you call it, your image in the local government, scattered it, that's to teach you a lesson that the people you feel that you have in your pocket, they are not actually in your pocket. People want to see people do the right thing. Do the right thing and get out of the scene and let somebody else, come in. This thing is a matter of baton. You play your own. It's just like a relay race. Where you're running in a race, you run, you give the other man the baton, the person takes it from there. You have to do well and let somebody else take the baton and start from where you stopped. And then, because the ultimate thing is to have victory. So for you to be excited, throwing your state into unnecessary chaos is quite sad. You can't just be in Abuja and then your state is boiling and you're happy, you're excited. Where do you want to go home to? After staying in Abuja, you have to go home to somewhere. All of us that are here now, we all have homes. If our homes are in turmoil, you'll be worried. How do you go home? Because you have to have a place you retire to at the end of the day. So we all should root for peace. So that's why people are worried about what's going on in Rivers. And then, of course, Fubara is being encouraged to stand his ground and be in charge of the state. I think we have come to the era where this all this so-called godfatherism should be permanently nipped in the bud, because it's not helping our polity. You try to see how you can, groom a particular gang and then let them be by your side, do your bidding, and then you form a dynasty. These things are no longer working. Democracy don't function that way. So we should be able to do the proper thing so that our society can move forward. So for me, Fubara should be allowed to call the shots and do things proper.
All right, Sam, despite whatever happened at the end of the day, I don't think it is right. Or let's say the youth or the people who converged at these local government councils have the right or anything of that sort to go out, barricade local government councils that, okay, we are trying to give support to the government of the day, that why not leave the office since your tenure has expired? I don't think anybody has the right to go, either you are giving a support to this person or not. you go showcase your strength at the local government council, because I believe that was one of the reasons that this man came up to say, look at, they are sending people against us. And it was a drama yesterday in Rivers State.
It was a drama, and that drama didn't start now. It's so sad. It's so sad that people actually lost their lives. But yeah, I don't know how he'll be feeling now, talking about the former governor of the state. Someone posted a Rivers indigene on his Facebook profile this morning. He said the structure has fallen. That's what he said. He's a Rivers person. He said the structure has fallen. That means, they know what is happening there. And at this point, the governor is actually trying as much as possible to be strong. Yes, he got blessed by the former governor. I don't know what happened. I don't know why he didn't continue from there. I know he must have actually been promised so many things to remain the loyal son. And, the people coming out to even decide, unless they are supporting the... I think I heard a particular local government chairman called on the political appointees, though he appointed, for them to come to the local government area that morning. Why he called them, we don't know, and all the rest. But if your tenure has expired, you just need to go. You just needed to go. And let the governor now, appoint people that will be in charge. Now, when they will talk to Fubara is when, after maybe months, he has not conducted election. That's when the Rivers people will ask him, what is the problem? But that your tenure has expired, you leave. Like I said yesterday, if you have done well in your local government area, I want to believe that Fubara will look in and say, okay, continue. If you have done well, and also not showing that you are actually working for Wike. Because I don't think Fubara will want to work with somebody that obviously has shown that he's working with the former governor that had made his government very, very difficult. Though there is that news that he has actually he has submitted in names already to the house for them to, screen those that will continue as the TC chairman before the election. The names have been submitted, 23 names. And I think he's on the right path. Don't fight him. If you think you have done well for your local government area, let your people speak. Governor, this our man did well. Let him recontest.
All right.
That's what it should be.
And to verify that particular report, Sam, the list has been submitted to the Uko Jumbo-led House of Assembly. Remember, three members. Anyway, interesting.
A lot is happening there.
A lot is happening. So I confirmed also the list has been submitted. They will be meeting the Uko Jumbo-led Rivers State House of Assembly, rather, for the screening and all of that. Let us keep tap on that issue in Rivers State and see how it develops and keeps going. Joining us this morning on Standpoint is the member representing Umunochi State constituency, Chairman House Committee on Budget and Planning, also member House Committee on Media and Publicity on Standpoint this morning, Mazi Matthias Ume Nwachi. Very good morning to you, Honorable. It's good to have you join Standpoint.
Good morning. Welcome.
It's good to see you. I believe this is as a result of the jobs responsibilities you guys had under the 1 year we've just marked.
My brother, it's not easy at all. It's not easy.
It's not always easy whenever you have responsibilities to carry out.
Honestly, lies the head that wears a crown. So.
But it's good to see you, sir.
I believe God is on our side.
Absolutely. All right. You're welcome. Let us start off quickly before we get down to your constituency. The 8th Abia State House of Assembly, last week, you clocked 1 year in office.
Yes.
And then Abians would be saying, okay, what has happened within this period of time? We've seen you, though we've gotten reports from the assembly through other leaders at the house there. But from your own angle, would you say that you guys did well within 1 year in Abia State in terms of legislation, oversight function, and even representation?
Let me say good morning once more. If you want me to assess our performance, we did well. When you consider a lot of factors, if you look at in terms of bees, though we didn't do much, but we did whatever or however that was in our capacity. You remember that the house started with crisis that lasted. So we were able to manage the crisis. And again, if you look at the composition of the house, more than 20 members of the house are greenhorns. So we are in the process of learning. And we promise Abians.
More than 20 members?
Of course.
Hmm.
I think only 4 of them. Only 4 of them that we met there. The rest are new members. So we promise that we improve because there must be improvement on daily basis. So we are going to improve on our passage of bees. A lot of all those bees are still on the different stages. And the majority of them are in the committee stage, which is almost the final stage. By the time we kick off again, we pass all those bees into law.
All right,
Then in terms of
Okay.
oversighting, we did well. Because all the projects executed by the present administration, we were able to monitor them from beginning to the end. So we did well in terms of oversighting. In my own assessment.
All right. That's interesting. I will allow my colleagues to come in. We've been having an argument that the bills, because we understand that 5 bills were passed into law that are law by this current administration of the Abia State House of Assembly under the leadership of Emmanuel Emeruwa. But people have been arguing among those bills that they have not seen anyone that has to do with human angle in terms of human capacity development and all of that. Do you consent with such a thought?
One of them is the Gada Bee. Right? I think, like I said earlier, assuming that we are fed, we didn't do much. We promised to improve. Most of other bees that are at the different stages, they will take care of all these angles. We are just starting. This is just 1 year. We still have 3 years to go.
All right. What would you say about separation of power as obtainable under democratic setting in the past 1 year in Abia State among the arms of government we have?
I've said this time without number. And I think you remember that this is not my first program here. I've said it that we practice separation of powers. The legislature, as far as I know, is doing its business. But you people that are outside cannot tell us tell us more than we know. You know, it is easy to speculate from outside. We are doing our duties. Nobody is tampering with our duties. And that's why Abia is moving forward.
They've argued that the executive arm of government has been influencing the activities of the Abia State House of Assembly.
It is not true. There's no such influence as far as I'm concerned. There's no such interference as far as I'm concerned.
All right, away from that, my colleague will take you on. We're coming down to the issue of most of the projects you've said that you followed from up to down, from the beginning point to the end point of this project. Remember last time you came here, you divulged to us. That's why we have you as a credible person, even as a member of the House Committee on Media and Publicity, that whenever you speak, it will stand as a matter of fact. Issues that when it comes to borrowing and all of those things that the House of Assembly is not aware. How about this particular one?
Well, let me repeat.
Yes.
I've said this. I've answered all these questions here before. There was no borrowing from the executive that the House was not aware of. I've explained all this in time without number. There's no borrowing that the House didn't approve. And of course, the governor cannot borrow without the approval of the House. So any dime borrowed by the executive governor was approved by the House, which I am a member. The other day I was here. I told you about the 50 billion, 40 billion.
You said so.
And I gave you dates when this money were approved in the executive session. But maybe because we didn't come to the plenary, which is not proper. All the improvements were made in the executive session. So there is no 1 naira borrowed by the governor that was not approved by the House. And if there is any, that one has not come to our notice.
All right. Why I brought up this question again is because of the feelers we have been having So since you are here, it's good you will take care of it as a matter of fact. But before we get down to your constituents, because important, we must give attention. It is important for us to ensure that we understand what you've done so far in the past 1 year when it comes to your constituency. Let us also handle another critical issue in Abia State. At the moment, as we speak, I can remember what you told us last time on this platform, but everybody at this point in time seems to be rather interested in the case. The seat of Aba North State constituency. What is the current report? Would it be different from what you told us last time?
It will not, in a way. If you listen to Mr. Speaker, in his last media chat, he narrated all that have transpired and concluded by telling us that in no distance time, Aaron will be sworn in. We are through with all the legal hustles. Just a little moment, we now put some finishing touches to the political side of it. Very soon, Aaron will be sworn in.
When you talk about the political touches, we don't understand. Could you please expatiate that?
There's nothing you can do without politics. We have to. The legal side of everything has ended. Then, what's the name? Aaron. We now come now. We now discuss the date and the modalities for swearing him in. Can you just come without his knowledge and swear him in? We have to dialogue and say this is the date we are going to swear you in. That's what I mean by the political aspect of it.
All right.
There must be a dialogue. There must be a talk. There must be a meeting.
Okay. The appeal court upheld Aaron Uzodika as the member representing Aba North State constituency, and up until now he has not been sworn in. People have been saying that it is a rascality of the Abia State House of Assembly for such a thing not to be obeyed. Talking about law decision by a court of competence jurisdiction. What is your reaction to that?
That court that made the decision also said, the same court I told you when I was here the other day. The same court said we didn't get the order we gave didn't mandate the speaker to swear you in.
But the documents were not seen anywhere.
Which document?
You're saying that the order is from the court.
The judgment. Now Aaron has the judgment. It was Aaron that tendered the judgment in the court when he wanted to imprison the speaker. It was him that tendered the judgment in the court. Then the same judgment, after scrutiny, didn't say speaker swear him in. The judgment said you are the winner of election. INEC, go to INEC. INEC give him certificate of return. But he didn't say speaker swear him in. This is a legal issue.
But it's the responsibility of the speaker to swear in any member that.
Of course. Now that, like I said earlier when I was here, that problem could have been settled by dialogue politically, and the guy went back to court to imprison people. The speaker narrated all this. You are here now. You are now moderating. Somebody wants to imprison you. Then if such a person wants to enter your office, can't you, as a human being, can't you be annoyed at least to some extent? This problem could have settled without him going back to appeal court to jail people, jail the speaker, the clerk, the attorney general, including all members of the house. Now that one, the court now said we didn't. If that is the case, we didn't say speaker swear you in. Then that legal side is over. He will now come now. We fix a day that the speaker has said it all. Very soon, Aaron will be inaugurated.
All right, we will hold all that up to that to ensure that it happens that way. But the remuneration, the entitlements, everything that belongs to the Aba North State constituency, would all those things be given? Your entitlement
starts when you are inaugurated.
When you are inaugurated. So what happens in the past month that Aba North State constituency has not been represented?
That now be the government money.
It will not go back to Aba North State constituency.
You cannot take arrears because you are not inaugurated. There's nothing like paying you arrears. The money now falls back to the government purse.
Do you think that the people of Aba North State constituency will be happy with that reality?
It's not a matter of they being happy. And the law is not looking at your face, whether you are happy or not. once you are elected, as of now, Aaron is House of Assembly elect.
Because it has not been inaugurated yet.
Because until you are inaugurated. And the law says once you are inaugurated, then you start receiving your salaries and other emoluments. So whatever is the areas left there caused by the exit of Destiny now falls back to the government purse, and nobody should touch it. If you touch it, you have messed yourself up legally.
This is Standpoint, the saint of all talks of politics. This morning we are interacting with the member representing Umunochi State Constituency, of course, the Chairman House Committee on Budget and Planning, also member House Committee on Media and Publicity, still looking at activities at the 8th State Assembly in Abia State. We're going to a short break. When we return, there are other issues we'll give attention to. Then we'll make you contribute on this issue. Stay with us.
Arrive alive. Respect traffic rules. Do not drink and drive. Do not drive and drink. Every life on the road is precious. Drive safely. Be attentive and ensure your journey doesn't become a tragedy.
Stop wa on our roads. Nwanne m onye abịa. Mata na ndụ gị dị ndị abịa mkpa. Kwụsị wa n'okporo ụzọ anyị. Drive safely.
This message is powered by Abia State Orientation Agency.
Ozia, Sinaka Abia State Orientation Agency. Na-abịara unu.
Beauty is power. A smile is its sword. Beauty lies in the eye of the beholder. Beauty is all around us. So, if you want to look good always, visit Masters and Wands Cosmetics stores. It's new, it's exclusive, and a happening store in beauty products. We deal on perfumes and cosmetics such as body lotions, facial creams and scrubs, body sprays, powders, bath wash, and all kinds of quality cosmetics with affordable prices. Contact us at number 41 Fimbers Road, Umuahia, or number 28 School Road, Umuahia, all in Abia State. Call us on 0806 951 2773 or email us at wandsgleam@gmail.com. Masters and Wands Cosmetics Stores. Quality is our name. Signed, Management.
Celebrating your family and friends has become cheap like a cup of tea, easy as ABC, and rapid like it should be. You can send birthday greetings and goodwill messages on Rapid FM for just 1,000 naira. Other events like weddings, child dedication, housewarmings, religious and government functions go for even less, 500 naira. Now, your loved ones have no excuse not to celebrate you rapidly on your day, because all they have to do is visit our website at www.rapidfm965.com/request or call 07049 220965.
Rapid 96.5 FM, number one.
Let's talk politics, dynamics, and permutations.
It's a concern that we have for our country, Nigeria. So this is beyond partisan politics. Nigeria is on drip. Nigeria is on oxygen. And how can we get out of this? And these are kind of people who say they are leaders of this country. What example I may show you are leaders of the country?
Let's keep you abreast with happenings in the polity.
I am an employee of the president. I pay the president's salary. I pay the bills of his family. And he must protect me.
All the resources available in this country has to come together at this time to see how best we can move forward. The interest of Nigeria is part of it.
Standpoint.
Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics.
Standpoint, Mondays to Fridays, 9 a.m. on Rapid 96.5 FM.
More Nigeria is more Nigeria than any Nigeria. That's right.
Welcome back to Standpoint, the center of all talks of politics on Rapid 96.5 FM, the sound of your city. This morning, we are still looking at activities, of course, the reactions to the mixed attentions and contributions, thrilling activities at the Abia State House of Assembly. We still have in the studio the member representing Umunochi State Constituency, Aiko Bonaya, Incorruptible Sam. Gentlemen, welcome back to the program.
Thank you very much.
All right, my colleagues will come in shortly. I know they have a lot to find out from you. Let us look at your state constituency. In the past 1 year, would you say you've done to some significant extent well, and how has it been when it comes to the feelers from your constituencies?
Thank you. If you ask me, I will say that I've done well for the past 12 months. And if you ask my people, they will also confirm. I started with insecurity in Umunoj. Sometimes in late 2020, in Umunoj, we started experiencing the problem of kidnapping. And the thing continued 2021, 2022. When I was campaigning, the most important, when you campaign, after campaign, people will respond to you. The most important message given to me by my people is that if I get to the House of Assembly, that I should speak and let the government know. Because all this while, nothing was being done to checkmate kidnappers in Umunoj. The government was there, both federal and state. Nothing was happening. They go to air and promise so that this committee has been formed, the other one has been formed, but in the end, we continue to suffer. So I was given an express order to go and at least, because Umunoj had people in the Abia State House of Assembly by then. They have people in the federal house, and none of them was talking. Then I took it as a challenge. Immediately, I was declared winner. I told myself that the first hand I will raise in the House of Assembly is to talk about kidnapping in Umunoj. And that I did on the 27th June 2023. I moved the motion. The speaker granted me the leave, and the House, everybody supported me. From there, we raised a resolution, which was served to the governor. Then after that, I made sure that I just gathered almost how many of them? Stakeholders in Umunoj, because one thing is to pass a resolution, which resolution is more or less advisory. We made sure with stakeholders of Umunoj, we followed up, and in the end, the result was the formation of Operation Crush. Today, if you go to Umunoj, you don't have any problem. At least, we heard of kidnapping in Umunoj. That was around August last year, 2023. Since September going to 2024, there's no time, nowhere you now hear of this person is kidnapped or not. Then to me, I gave it to myself, because once the story will be written, my name will be there, because I initiated it. And to me, it's a very big achievement to me. Then coming to the House, I told the governor when our stakeholders visited him that after giving us security, we now start thinking of other dividends of democracy. Then in my own side, after settling with my motions and the results, I started with my constitutional duty in the House, which is formulation of bills and the motion. I started with a security bill. This time no longer motion. I started with a security bill that will establish what I called Abia Corps. And that law, if that belief passed into law, we now have our security men in the forest, Abia guides, forest guides. Because most of our insecurity problems do happen from our forests. The kidnappers, you don't see them on the road. They don't travel with vehicles. They attack from the bushes. So if in all the communities in Abia State, we have people manning this forest, it will go a long way to pursue our enemies. So that bill now is on the committee stage as we are talking now. Then from there, I went to another bill that will establish all this, we have foreign donors that give the state, the federal aids. Then in Abia State, we don't have a commission or agency that regulates all these things. Then I formulated a bill to take care of that. That one is in the first reading. Then my third B is the establishment of vocational schools in Abia State, because my immediate constituency is the education sector. I'm coming from the education sector. All this we need vocational. We need improvements in all these vocational schools in Abia State. So the one is that bill is also there. Then that is 3 B's now. That's
to your name.
To my name. Then when we come to motions now, because we have B's, we have motions. After my security B that gave Umunochi security per se, and now came to our roads. We don't have motorable roads in Umunochi. Most of the roads done by the Mbakwe administration, most of them now are in very, very bad state. I moved a motion for the government, for the executive to come and rehabilitate roads. Then today, as we are talking, Lomara, Ngodo, and Kwago Road have been completely rehabilitated. So that is my B, my motion.
All right, let me allow Michael to come to you.
Okay. Thank you very much, dear honorable member. It's our pleasure to have you in the studio today to interact with you. Well, away from what I have said, I want you to probably clear some air on what is actually going on between the House and Innocent Vehicle Motors, because you understand there's some, there's been some war of words, currently regarding your official vehicles, and then, you paid, you didn't pay, and all of that. So you may have to help us clear the air on that. You may also need to tell us what instrument of empowerment did you use in empowering your people, because after 1 year, it is expected that we have gone home to empower some people, because we are more concerned about agriculture. Maybe let it be that you give them cassava stems. So you clear the air on that. Thank you very much.
Okay. On Innocent case, I cannot actually say what I don't know. The speaker said that Innocent has received all he was supposed to receive in terms of providing the vehicles, and that was from the information available to him. I don't know whether you get me. He was speaking from the information available to him.
He didn't on his own assume that.
Yes, because the speaker cannot just come up and say, because he wasn't the person that was paying. I believe that he was acting on information available to him. Then Innocent replied that he has not received any money. Then that puts everybody, including me, to a state of maybe not knowing which one to believe. By the time we fall back to the executive governor, we get more clearance from him, because he was the chief executive, the one dealing with Innocent. So I cannot say he has been paid. I cannot say he has not been paid. Then I wanted to come to apart from my business in the house, what I was doing in Umunochi. It is unfortunate that in this part of the world, our people has not been groomed on what actually is the constitutional duty of a legislator. The constitutional duty of a legislator is to make laws through bills and motions. Laws and bills and laws, yes, and the motions that will impact on the people. And when these laws are made, the executive will now take over. It is easier for me to come to the floor of the House and move a motion or bill that the Minister of Agriculture should go and supply farm inputs to Umunochi. That is my business. Then I'll follow up. That I have done. Because when we came up on board, without motions, without bills, I moved straight to the Minister of Agriculture, because I know that through Fadama, and they've been to Umunochi collecting data. Then the information, the last information I got is that, most of all this is come through all these donor agencies. Then the last information I got is that everything is being stand down till further notice. Then, as a person, as a human being, I don't have the resources to go on my own and start buying farming pools for the people of Umunoji.
Have you investigated or questioned why everything is being put to a standstill for now?
The information that there are some investigations going on.
Okay.
Those ministries pertaining the ones they did last year. This is a new government which come not to do all those things that was being done anyhow.
So in other words, constituency funds are
I'm
not.
coming to constituency funds.
Okay.
I'm really prepared. I'm coming to that.
All right.
So since our people don't judge you from all the grammar you are blowing in the house, I still have a lot of things I've done to my people, especially in terms of education. I have established a 4-year bursary award to undergraduates of Umunoji. I started with 50 of them, 100,000 per year. The 2024 payments have been done. Then more than, if I'm not mistaken, more than 500 secondary school students. I paid their WAEC and NECO fees last year, promising to improve by next year. Then going to constituency fund. As we are talking today, no money has been released to any
House of Assembly member
for constituency fund.
Like and not only you?
Like any House of Assembly member. Like I said, we are doing no things. A legislator is not supposed to be a contractor. You don't collect money. You don't give a legislator money to go and start to do projects. But these projects are given to contractors so that you monitor. You remember at the federal level, this money we are giving to them at a stage. They now find out that when you give them this money cash, they just the money just disappear on a thin air. They now decided to be giving people, the legislators, contracts. Projects. Go and supervise.
Why we fund the projects?
Yes, why we fund. You now monitor the funding and everything. So as we are talking today, we have a consultancy projects in our 2024 budget. But that has not come into full force by way of approving fund. But that is not to say that the governor is not interested in that. Last, we celebrated 1 year in office, which I was hearing in your studio here. There's one program you anchor here. I don't know, Igbo program. You call it, is it people's what? I can't remember. I was listening, I'm a listener to
Rapid FM.
I always listen to people. So they were saying, we have seen what governor has. In your studio here, we have seen what governor has did. The legislators, appointees, come and show the ones you do. That was what you were hammering here. Okay. I was somehow embarrassed. How can somebody be equating the executive
with the legislature?
With the legislator, whose duty it is not to carry out projects. Then, you see that any project carried by the executive is in conjunction with the legislator. Because the legislator, if a governor is doing project in my constituency today, I initiated it by way of defending that project in the budget.
And he's also the supervisor of the project.
Yes. So you can't tell me to come and show my own project. The governor has shown his own. All of us own up all the projects. Like when governor was addressing Abians, he acknowledged the legislature. He acknowledged the judiciary and thanked all of us for cooperating. what I'm trying to say, there's a woman was telling us sometime, advising us when we were just married newly. If you are a married man and you always give your wife money to give to your kids in their school fees, your uniform, everything, those kids will grow and start telling you, the dad, that you have never given them money. That is what is obtainable here.
You're correct.
It is the legislature that initiates all those projects. Because if I say this road, I put this road in the budget, and during budget defense, I said this road mustn't be here, or maybe I'll go and because people say projects.
Yeah.
The governor will not go and do that project. It is because I consented to it.
All right, we'll get the thought of Sam, but let's bring in one or two, chip in one or two callers from here. 091600965 or 09163333965. Remember, we are live on Facebook at Rapid Uma here, and also YouTube at Rapid 96.5 FM. A very good morning to you, and thank you for joining Standpoint. Keep it brief and concise. Welcome.
Moses.
You're welcome, sir.
Akada, welcome.
Good morning, sir. After you sent me the result of the screen, you know, if screening me, after starting like that.
Pray you get qualified. That's all.
It's all right. Mr. Speaker, sir, please ask our guest in the house. Was it not the same court? The court gave, Supreme Court gave Governor APC's mandate to the Supreme Court. And today, the certificate of return he's using to parade as governor. The certificate of return that the state envelope I received from my neck. Then, I haven't received certificate of return, but I also received it from my neck. Why didn't the envelope of it just weigh him in? How is stopping it in the street and keep speaking? We play.
All right, Akada, your question has been taken.
This is the right way of it. It's entitlement to give from when he has been. That was help to delay this one name so that the money will be shared among people.
All right, Akada, it would respond to the question. Yeah, your question has been noted. Please, let's make room for the next caller. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint. You're welcome, sir. Keep it brief and concise.
Good morning.
Welcome. All right. We can hear you clearly.
Hello?
Yes, we are with you, please. Yes.
Hello,
okay, just do well to redial the number. Good morning and thank you for joining Standpoint. Please be audible. Your name and location, please.
Morning, Moses.
You're welcome, sir.
I'm Okafor. I'm calling from Mumbai.
All right, Okafor.
Well, my brother, so far, I'll continue to say the governor has given us, he has started well, and the way he is going, he is giving us what we have bargained for. The only thing I am asking is for him to consolidate on the welfare of the workers, which he has started also. Well, let me talk about the House of Assembly. To be frank with you, the House of Assembly has not given us the good representative we expected from them. I am now trying to separate the executive work from that of the legislature. Yesterday, I heard that in one whole year, we only have 5 bills presented by the House of Assembly, and it is not good for the government. There are a whole lot of things we need to put in place for the executive to function effectively.
All right.
So the House of Assembly should speed up the action cause and I to ensure we have good bills that will enable the executive function well. We are talking about good governance.
All right, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you very much.
We appreciate your contribution. Good morning and welcome to the program.
Hello.
Good morning, sir.
Yeah, my distinguished. God bless all of you.
Welcome.
For the time's sake, Oluovu, let me be brief. Chief Awuru quoted.
All
right. I fire now. I want to tell us that, hello.
We are with you, Chief.
Hello.
Yes, sir. Please go ahead, sir.
Are you hearing me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I want to tell you that the Speaker of the Assembly has disappointed us. He has given us international shame by insulting court order that brought all of them there
in the House. How can Court of Appeal have Federal High Court of Appeal? I want the Speaker to tell us where the Federal High Court of Appeal is. I want to tell you, as far as I'm concerned, the Speaker has failed. And it's like behaving like somebody is remoting his power. Let him swear in a legitimately elected and court-ordered House of Assembly member, Uzodike. On the governor, his governor is only doing road infrastructure. Yes, he has tried. But workers are crying, some pensioners are still crying, and no empowerment in the state.
All right, Chief. Thank you so much. We appreciate your contribution. Good morning and welcome to Standpoint.
Hello?
Good morning.
You are like lifted in the mighty name of Jesus.
You're welcome.
The honorable there, I give you maximum respect. Remain lifted. You are spoken well. Good water and bad water don't come out from the same cup at the same time. The man has clarified all. You know what happened at the situation that it only has to attend to 1 year, 3 months at the day. Nobody is on. Two speakers, nobody comes. People that are supposed to talk with their members there, the PG members there, they are not talking because it's not a problem. It's not a problem. Only a man and the other one are always talk. But these people are giving people they're not talking. There is no public time. You can't look up and look down at the same time. You cannot be like that at the same time. So what happened is that's why they came
all right, sir. You don't have enough time. Run off your thoughts, please.
So the thing is, what people are doing there, they are listening to the governor. They don't listen to us.
All right.
Why don't even listen to them? That is the fire, and they will never that is again.
All right. Thank you so much for calling in. Let's just do one before we get back to the honorable in the house. Good morning and welcome to Stand.
Good morning, Moses.
Your name and location, please. Kindly turn down your radio set.
Can you hear me?
All right, it's proper now.
Yeah, James Ibezin from Ibere.
James, make it swift.
Yeah, Honorable Speaker, Honorable, good morning.
Good morning.
And I want to ask you a question, Honorable.
Go ahead.
Why is it that anytime people go into that house, you people are not going to perform like before you people are not in the house? Like, Honorable Member representing Bende North, Nambisi Ibekwe, the man is a good man before. The man is coming here in Ibere. For 2 years now, we don't have light. But why the man is not going to push the bill for us to have light here? So I don't know what is happening, but I'm begging the speaker, let's swear that man in, please. Thank you.
All right, thank you so much for your contribution. Okay, please, in 50 seconds, summarize and then what should Abians expect from the current 8 Abia State House of Assembly? All this in 50 seconds.
Let me start by saying that the issue of Aaron is not what quarrels in the radio we solve. The speaker have said it all. Very soon he will be sworn in. Mm-hmm. We have settled most of the legal and political problems. Then Chief Awolowo was saying that the speaker disobeyed court order. Let me put it correct. That the current speaker of Abia State House of Assembly, Emerowa, have not and can never disobey any court order. So when you institute your own court in your own parlor, so anybody can be claimed to disobey it. But as far as the Nigerian constitution is concerned, nobody, including the speaker, has disobeyed any court order.
All right, Honorable, we'll have to put it off there because of our time, but to bring you back, so that we follow up activities at the Abia State House of Assembly. Is a promise. Just make up to your time so that we'll be able to bring you back to this platform. It's been a nice moment speaking with the member representing Umunochi State constituency, of course, Chairman House Committee on Budget and Planning, Matthias Umewachi. Thank you for your time on Standpoint today.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Abians.
Thank you very much, gentlemen. Thank you for your time.
We greet you.
The news is up next. Then after the program, the people and the law will come in later this morning. My name is Moses. Ben, good morning.
Trending stories, breaking news, fast. News Light on Rapid 96.5 FM.